because I think it is important that as a committee here, we understand the status of this insurance policy. And I've always viewed it as an insurance policy, and one that we shouldn't draw down just when we're attempting to ameliorate prices or the politics that may come with it. And I think we saw when President Biden took the steps to withdraw significant volumes from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, 180 million barrels of oil over the course of 180 days. There's consequence to that. It's not just drawing it down. It's my understanding that the salt caverns actually degrade with each and every drawdown. Now, some years ago, we directed significant resources to the Department of Energy for the life extension of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. We talked about the imperative to modernize and to effectively be able to move forward with a Strategic Petroleum Reserve that worked when we needed it to work. And so the Life Extension 2 project is underway. I'm wondering if you can give the committee a little bit of a status update on that, when it's scheduled to be completed. And then if you can speak to whether or not this really unprecedented drawdown, is that contributing to the need for this emergency supplemental funding that has been requested for maintenance of the SPR?
Thank you.
Hello, friends. Happy Christmas Eve to all of you. My friends, I have huge news to share with you today. There is a new fourth stimulus check update, and a new bill for low-income households has also been introduced. Checks worth up to $500 can be claimed right now. But there is only 1 week left, friends, to take action and receive this holiday bonus payment. So please do me a favor and watch until the end of this video to hear about all of these details. I will also be giving away a Walmart gift card every day this month. Please make sure that you enter these giveaways simply by clicking and liking several of my videos, and do comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos you comment on, the greater your chances of winning these daily giveaways. Lieutenant Governor of Mississippi, Delbert Hosemann, wants to send taxpayers rebate checks of up to $500. He also wants to increase education spending and push for year-round schooling and pre-K, as well as find fixes for the state's healthcare crisis. Hosemann told reporters this week, "We did the largest tax cut ever last year, close to $500 million in income taxes cut. We have an excess of $270 million this year from our estimate of taxes that we've collected. We propose to send it back." Some of his policy priorities for the 2023 legislative session that starts on January 3rd have already put Hosemann and the Senate. Some of his policy priorities for the 2023 legislative session that starts on January 3rd have already put Hosemann and the Senate that he oversees at odds with his fellow Republican leaders in the House. For starters, House Speaker Philip Gunn and other GOP leaders have recently said they want to eliminate the state income tax, not give one-time rebate checks, which Hosemann and Senate leaders continue to support after it failed in the House last session. That his proposal will be to refund taxpayers dollar for dollar what they paid in state income taxes for the past year, from the bottom up, until we run out of money. He also stated that the initial estimates are that refund checks would be capped at about $500. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves still wants to phase out the personal income tax as a follow-on to the massive income tax cuts that was passed last year, which are still being implemented. They say this will give the state an advantage with economic development. Also, friends, thousands of individuals have until New Year's Eve to apply for a new program, providing one-time payments of $500. This is through the Chicago's Resiliency Fund 2.0. It is a partnership between the city and local nonprofit. It aims to provide $500 checks to city residents who had difficulty accessing crisis relief stimulus payments. While applications will roll into the new year for domestic workers and undocumented residents, heads of households with an adult dependent have just one more week to submit their applications. All qualified applicants must live in the Chicago area and make no more than 300% of the federal poverty level. So for a family of 3, that would be less than $69,090. Please note that applications close at 5 p.m. on New Year's Eve for households with dependent. The Chicago Resiliency Fund 2.0 should not be confused with the Chicago Resilient Communities Guaranteed Basic Income Pilot Program, which began providing $500 monthly payments to 5,000 low-income families in July. Chicago's Cook County also has a basic income pilot program, which started sending out $500 checks just this month. A measure of inflation that is closely watched by the Federal Reserve slowed down last month. It is another sign that a long surge in consumer prices seem to be easing. This past Friday's report from the Commerce Department showed that prices rose 5.5% in November from a year earlier. That is down from a revised 6.1% increase in October, and it's the smallest gain since October 2021. Inflation, which began increasing a year and a half ago as the economy bounced back from the 2020 crisis, still remains well above the 2% year-over-year growth that the Fed wants to see. The Fed is believed to monitor the Commerce Department's inflation gauge that was issued on Friday. It is called the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index. The CPI rose 7.1% in November from 12 months earlier. That is down from June's 9.1% year-over-year increase, which had been the biggest such jump in 4 decades. The central bank has raised its benchmark interest rate 7 times since March of this year in an attempt to bring consumer prices under control. However, higher prices and borrowing costs are taking a great toll on American consumers. Their spending rose just 0.1% from October to November and did not rise at all after adjusting for higher prices. Well, my awesome and marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Saturday evening. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining me here this Christmas Eve. I want you all to know that I sincerely appreciate all of you who have watched my videos this year. I will be announcing a new winner for the Walmart gift card giveaway in a video later today. So please make sure that you do stay tuned for that video. And also, comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Remember, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning the daily giveaways. Thank you, my friends, and have a wonderful and blessed Christmas Eve.